Let's go live then. Going live. Going live. You're live! Hello everyone. I'm Santiago, and today I'm gonna be testing New World Beta. Thanks to Amazon Games for providing a copy of the game. How are you doing, guys? I'll be doing 1050 Ti, 570 and 1650 Super. How are you guys doing? So, we've been hearing about RTX 3090s being destroyed by playing this game due to heat, but there's a great video from Jay's 2 cents that you can check in the description. First of all, I thought it was like one user that had one problem and that it broke their GPU, and I said, oh, what a bunch of idiots. They don't know how the PC works, blah 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 blah. But apparently it's affecting more people, so that's something that you need to look into. If you want to know more about this issue, link in the description for the Jay's 2 cents video. But apparently somebody on the software or hardware side is to blame. So yeah, I mean, at least we don't have a 3090, so we'll be okay. We have budget GPUs, so we shouldn't run into any problems. But if it's a problem from the game itself, well, they need to fix it right away, please, Amazon. And if it's something else, hardware or software, whoever needs to fix it, please fix it. Nobody likes to break stuff with software. So yeah, anyways, with that out of the way, let's get started with the game. Again, thanks to Amazon for providing a copy. Remember, guys, this is a beta. It's releasing in around a month, so we'll check it out. 3090 FTW3 replacements have already went out from EVGA. Great. I love when a company, despite not knowing exactly what the issue is, they still send replacements. That's wonderful. Good job, EVGA. Good job. That's how you do it. Anyway, so this is a game on the Lumberyard engine, which is an engine made from CryEngine, so I'm pretty familiar with CryEngine. So the options menu, again, pretty familiar. Where we have from low to very high. We're going to stay on very high first. Textures will be on high because on very high it was using like 4 gigabytes. Yeah, Amazon did a VS response to the situation. That's unacceptable. I mean, it's their engine. They need to know what's happening. That's what I was talking about. This is an engine made out of CryEngine. So Amazon has the entire hand on the software. They should know what's going on. But hey, whatever. At this point, they need to do something about it. Hopefully they do. So in the meantime, let's see if it burns our GPUs. It will be interesting to give it a shot. So very high settings, as you can see, and uncapped frame rates. Let's destroy the graphics cards. This GPU prices improved in your country? No, they got worse. Because now they know that people buy graphics cards at an expensive price anyways, so yeah. Let's go. I made my super hot character there. And I went into a server with a lot of population, so if there's a lot of people playing, probably it's going to push harder on our PC. So yeah. Yeah, they seem to be going above the power limit, which is interesting. Never saw that in a game before. But hey, let's give it a shot. Alright. Okay, at the moment, looking good. Mid-60s on a 570 on very high. I just lowered the textures to high. Let's see if it stays that way. Probably when effects show up and when grass shows up, it's going to be harder, but hey. Let's play like this a little bit. Alright. Cool, cool, cool. Yo, Santiago. Any hope for us 970 users, man? I don't have a 970, so... But if you've been playing the game, yeah, it should be fine, man. Just lower those textures. You should be okay.
You come.
What happened? I don't have the box. Accept request. Good. I'm so good at this game already. In my country, the GPUs are still very expensive. I mean, until next year, we won't have any news on that, I think. So yeah, I'm not holding my breath for GPU prices to go down yet. It's going to take a while. So yeah, my 1050 Ti Gaming X only goes to 75 watts. Well, yeah, if you have a budget GPU, it's less likely that that's going to happen. Usually the 3090s are super high-end stuff that push power to its limits. Oh man, the jumping is so lame. I mean, look at this. Well, in real life you cannot jump that much, so kinda makes sense. But still. Like the attack, heavy attack. Okay. Okay, I understand the controls, good. Does this game have the same gameplay as Fallout 4? No, I don't think so. Do we have first person? No, I don't think so. I think it's not first person, so Fallout 4, probably not. And I forget I can dodge. So guys, we're now with the 570 on very high. We only lowered those textures because VRAM was an issue on the very high texture option. So yeah, keep that in mind. Is this game going to be able to play offline? No, it's an MMO, so probably not going to be offline. I'm guessing. If I'm wrong, correct me guys, but I think it's completely online. Yeah, because I connected to a server to get here, so yeah, probably always online. That's kind of the point. I will see how it goes. Soy Argentina, está esperando hasta agosto que baje la GPU, pero se ven los votos y el dólar subirá. Uf, bueno, suerte. Es una decisión complicada. DL 145% weapon damage to all foes within 2 meters. Hell yeah. I want that. Oh, cool. I like that. Dudo mucho que el dólar suba. Y bueno, siempre puede subir. Que baje es más difícil. Okay, I think my graphics card... No, it's fine. Okay, now that there's grass, we're probably going to get a performance hit. Let's see. Luckily it's not a 3090. No, luckily I'm not. I don't have a lot of money, so there's less of a chance that something is going to burn. But yeah, it looks interesting. So far. Okay, see, this is a 3090 here. I mean, the game has a depiction of the 3090 in the first 5 minutes. Look at that. You cannot tell me otherwise. This is basically, yeah, the game's representation of a 3090. Look at that. Look at all of those watts. La falla nunca ausente. Y bueno, y AORUS nunca ausente tampoco. ¿Qué dice, bro? Look at that. We are inside a 3090 in this section. The wattage is the last boss fight, probably. No microtransactions because, I mean, you have to change your PC every once in a while. Nah, I'm kidding. I don't know if it has microtransactions. I have no idea. This is the first time I launched the game. Llama a los bomberos por si acaso. Sí, ya, los tengo ahí en el fondo de casa por las dudas. Okay, I'm going Dark Souls style. I roll as much as I can when he attacks, and then I start just stabbing his back. So I do some ass stabbing. Never mind, he's kicking my ass now. Oh, I have healing items, hang on. There we go. That's how you do it. Holy hell. He's good, not going to lie. Oh, never mind, he's not good. On Jay's bit, did you see the smoke when he tested the VR anthems? Yeah, and that scared the crap out of me. Guys, if you want to see tests on a 3090, follow the link in the description to the Jay's 2 cents video. He tried a 3090 on this game to see if it burned up. And it appears to be an issue with the EVGA FTW3 3090s. So we'll see. Okay. I can see the screen space reflections there. Remember, a beta, although the game is releasing in a month and a couple days. So yeah, cool. How do I run? There is a running button, like at all. Okay. Yeah, as I said before, when grass shows up, it's going to drop frames. And here's the proof. We are below 50. We're using very high. So this is the absolute maximum on the video options side of things. I only lowered those textures to high due to VRAM usage above 4 gigabytes. So hang on, I want to disable the voice chat. There we go. I think. Okay, good. So as I was saying, this is basically the highest settings. So let's do some tweaks. This is basically coming from a build of CryEngine. So we're pretty familiar with that options menu. We're going to lower the shadows first. That's usually a good bet. So medium shadows. Let's see if that changes anything at all. Apparently not. Good. I mean bad. Post-processing, yeah, that also is usually demanding. Changes nothing. Object details. Changes nothing. Lighting. Nothing at all. Effects. Maybe I have to restart the game though. We'll see. Okay, never mind. When I changed the rain details, the game changed something. The water? Okay, it doesn't seem to care. The game doesn't seem to care about the settings. Let's try low. Okay, on low we get 60 frames. Apparently. Yeah, it does look a lot worse. Without a doubt. Okay, so this is low. Let me hide the status. There we go. So let's try all the settings. So this is low settings. We get mid 60s when standing here looking at stuff into the distance. Mid 60s. Let's see medium. All right, medium is loading the assets. Okay, medium, we lose 10 frames from low to medium. So I would say medium is a good way to start, probably because we get shadows, we get some sort of ambient occlusion, so I like that. Good. Let's see, high. On high, we got... I love that one core is at 100%. My CPU is crying right now. Evening, Paradise Decay. How's it going, man? Welcome, welcome. So, from medium to high, we lose 6 frames. Not bad. And now we go for the very high preset. So, let's go very high. Boom. And on very high, we lose how much? Come on, load those assets, please. Can you load those assets? And as you can see, the VRAM usage on very high is very high. So it's almost at 4 gigabytes. But we lose like 4 frames between each preset, I would say. Is it true that this game is dangerous for RTX 3080, 3090? Link in the description for a video discussing that. So we're going to move around the world on very high for a bit. Although I'm lowering those textures, I think we're going a little bit too high on the VRAM side of things. So we're just going to lower those textures to high. The rest stays basically the same. Oh, look at that. Another person. What are your opinions on this game? I've been 10 minutes playing the game, so no opinion as of yet. I'm not usually into MMOs, so I'm not going to pretend that I enjoy MMOs just because I'm testing this game. I do not like MMOs, guys. Keep that in mind. I'm a noob. I'm the guy that plays Payday 2, okay? I'm testing this because it looked interesting and many of you guys requested it to see if we burn down GPUs. So here we are. Is this the famous AAA title that the 3090 fears? Yeah, it is. So far we're good. So far no problems. So yeah guys, remember, not into MMOs personally. So I'm just going to run around, complete stuff, and that's about it. I do not know if there's a running button though. I only see... No, this is walking, this is crouching. This is a 570, guys, an AORUS 570. We're going to do 1050 Ti after this. Although look at the RAM usage, 13 gigabytes. Holy hell, That's a lot of RAM usage. I used to play Perfect World when I was a kid. Yeah, it reminds me a lot to that, now that you are saying it. Camping not unlocked yet. Okay. Yeah, I'm going the wrong way. Hang on. How do I run? I'm going to check if there's a running button. Hang on, guys. Key bindings. Shoot, aim, target self, move forward, backward. Auto run. But there's no toggle for running. Okay. There we go. Okay, so there's no sprinting, there's only running. So I can push a button and the character runs on its own. Perfect, so I can talk to you guys. How much FPS should I get with a 1660 Ti and 3600? 1660 Ti, you should be completely fine, man. Maximum settings, 60 frames per second. Even a 1650 Super, I think, will be capable of doing so. We'll see. But the 570 is doing pretty well. On very high, you can get mid-40s, some drops into the 30s at times. But I want to get to a bigger battle or something. It's at 200 meters, so it's going to take a little while for my character to arrive. RAM usage, yep, it's quite high. That's why I have 32 gigabytes. 32 gigabytes is overkill, but yeah. The RAM usage is pretty high. But if it's a big world, it kind of makes sense. Let's see if I can kill this guy. Is it a person or a bot? No, I cannot do that. Yeah, that's a person. And I cannot kill him, so let's get away and pretend I didn't do that. What temp you got on the GPU? That's a good question, I should do that. It's not a good representation though, but because I have an open test bench and it's winter. But yeah, let's do it. Let's enable that. 70 degrees for a 570 kind of makes sense, you know? We'll see. I'll keep it there just for this video in particular. But 70 degrees on a 570, nothing special. I've been higher than that. Okay, here are all the level 1s, all the noobs. Respawn point activated.
Another survivor.
Who are you? My name is Santiago. I found my intro in the game. I'm Santiago. Let's go. That's hilarious. Did you see the Dead Space news? The Dead Space news? Yeah, I saw it. I didn't even know that EA Play was a thing today. And they announced a new, guys, if you didn't know, personally didn't know myself, there was an event today, EA Play, which is EA's E3, and they announced a remake of Dead Space 1 with the Frostbite engine. So I was super surprised, I'm super pumped to that game releasing. They finally remembered that they had Dead Space as the IP rights. Yeah, they had IP rights to Dead Space. They remembered. So yeah, we're getting Dead Space remake on Frostbite engine. Super excited for that. Thanks, Liam. I appreciate you guys being here. How are you doing? Oh, that's a person. That's not an enemy. Santiago squared. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Drone mariner or mariner? Alright, gotcha. Good. Let's go back to Douglas. ¿Puedes testear el Origin Blind Mail? No lo conozco ese. Mandame un mail después con ese nombre y lo busco, porque me voy a olvidar. No GPU melting yet? No, not yet. We're at 73 degrees, which on a 570 kinda makes sense. Although if it goes too high, I can lower the voltage. I know what I'm doing. So yeah. I mean, but I got higher temps. In summer it goes up to 80 sometimes, so nothing special really. I've been higher before.
I didn't think to bring anything.
But yeah, so far so good. We're into the between 30 and 50 so far. Let's go down with the visuals. So as you can see, guys, when I swap to high, we're at 41 on very high. On high we get, instead of 41, we get 41. Sorry, 45. So we got 4 FPS more. It's not a huge boost to do those jumps in quality. But if we jump directly to low, like this, potato mode, we still have shadows, which is pretty interesting. Although, yeah, the game looks a lot worse, but we're over 50 frames, so I don't know. Let's keep it on low for a little, on the 570. Como van medios? Ya te muestro. Some people are asking about medium. I'll show you. 58 FPS on low, and on medium, let's find out. On medium we got, let it load. 43, almost the same as high, I would say. Yeah, high runs, never mind. It runs like 3 frames, 4 frames above high. Nothing really that special, although the game does look a bit better. So I think medium is a good idea for this card. But I'm gonna stop, yeah, never mind. Yeah, upper 50s, so low will be a good option. If you want to be mostly over 50 on this card. So yeah, anyway. I'm just going to crank up those textures though. I like textures looking nice in video games. So yeah, low settings, high textures. That's basically what I'm doing. Since we have enough VRAM for that, so yeah. GPU broke about a week ago. Oh, sorry to hear that, man. Good luck finding another one. Gather green wood from a bush. A bush. A bush. Man, I don't know how to talk today. Apologies. Go max, I already did it. It's called very high. Alright. Craft a flint skinning knife of the Watcher campfire. Okay. Let's do it. Gotta beat that wood. Wink wink, nudge nudge. Do you recommend a 144Hz monitor on a 1660 Super? Yeah, you should be able to play just fine. Depends on what game you're expecting to play at 144. But in general, you should be fine. Make sure to have a good enough CPU to do so. At least 4 cores and X threads, and you should be good. Not all games will be 144, but the ones that are the most accessible should have no issues whatsoever. Especially if you don't mind lowering some settings here and there. On board for a meal. Okay. Love your work. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. I hope you're having a great day. I'm having a good day as well. There we go. I feel like I'm playing Red Dead 2 now. Just cutting open the floor. That's how you make. Yeah, to the person that said it reminded me of Far Cry but in third person, well, with the skinning mechanics, kinda makes sense. Is it better to leave fans on auto or use custom fan curve? And running fan at 60% and above dangerous? No, it should be fine. I mean, fans are usually... I mean, I never had the issue that a fan broke on a GPU. And if something happens, you can always put another fan. So as long as you don't care about noise, you should be okay. I wouldn't worry too much. I used to have a single fan 1060 and I used to keep it at 100% all the time, the GPU fan. And I never had an issue, and I had it for like 3 years. Every day. Not 24/7, but every day. And I didn't have any problems. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. And if you do a custom fan curve, it's usually because you want to control the noise. In general. At least that's my way to see it. Do you have a release date for this game? Yeah, 31st of August, I think it is. Let me double check that. New World, Steam. It's on Steam, for the people asking. This releases on August 31st. So keep that in mind. August 31st. So around a month and a week away. So you should be okay. Yeah, it should be pretty... You should be okay. Why did I say that again? It should be pretty soon. So I'm not expecting the final game being super different from what I'm playing today. So yeah, keep that in mind. I mean, it's a beta, yeah, but the game is releasing in a month and a week from now, so I don't think they can do huge changes. Unless we're playing an old build.
Cold beach like this? Nothing like a warm
Doesn't pace hard and out when Corsair idling over years. Yeah, but I didn't say idling. I said that I was using it for like 3 years every day with the fans maxed out, and it was fine. Search shipwrecks and records for remnants. Okay. In the meantime, though, as you could see, I mean, low settings looks okay, and you can get 50 to 60 frames. If you put it on medium, though, you get a little bit of graphics. It feels more like a AAA game, especially that shadow distance. But you drop into the 40s. I mean, so far, doesn't feel that snappy even at 60 frames. Maybe because the game is still in development. But I'll play it on medium personally. The shadow draw distance is not distracting. The foliage looks fine. The draw distance is okay. So medium will be my choice for the 570 on this one. On 1080p. I'm going to do 900p now, because that's probably enough for 60 frames on medium. We'll see. But the game looks okay. Yeah, this resolution is okay. Nice. So now we are on 900p medium. So we swapped that resolution a little bit lower. No big problem. There we are. And as you can see on 900p, we get that extra performance to be over 50 basically for now. Despite the foliage on screen, I'm looking at stuff into the distance. So yeah. And let's run that way. How many years can I keep playing on 60 plus FPS with my 1660 Ti, do you think? Impossible to know, because games are evolving every year, all the time. And since we have new consoles, I don't know. I mean, if you're playing on 1080p, I wouldn't worry too much about it. I mean, it's already a good enough GPU. The problem is that you're not getting RTX compatibility if you care about ray tracing. But at least you have Fidelity FX super resolution. But I mean, 1080p is probably going to be fine. As long as you don't expect ray tracing, should be okay. Big question, are you getting Steam Deck? I want to get it, but in my country we cannot purchase it yet. It's not up for reservation. I'm expecting to get it in about a year, maybe, if I'm lucky. And if the scalpers don't get the hands on it first. But yeah, I'm super pumped for that one, because it's like a 1050. It appears to be like a 1050 in performance. So imagine that on a tiny screen at 720p. I mean, the possibilities are endless. Of course, if I get a Steam Deck, I'm going to do videos on it, telling you guys the best settings, best practices, all that good stuff. But I'm super pumped for the Steam Deck. Looks incredible. I will no longer need a Nintendo Switch. I can just play the games I already own. And I don't have to buy them again on a Nintendo Switch. And I can actually change the settings of the game, instead of being locked to whatever the developer wanted for the Switch. So yeah, as you can see, I'm pretty excited, but still a long ways off. We'll see how it goes. But if it's popular, it's going to arrive to my country, and more people will watch the videos, that's for sure. Okay, what now? Whoa. Rude. It will be great for emulation. Yeah, emulation will be great on it. Once they optimize for... Well, it runs Windows. If you install Windows on it, emulators will work out of the box. And it has a good CPU as well, a 4-core 8-thread CPU. That's what surprised me the most. A 4-core 8-thread CPU on a handheld. What the heck? How much time do you think the 570 can still last? I don't know, but for now it's doing a great job. I didn't have any problems so far. Yeah, whatever. Please die, monsters. La temperatura está dentro de su rango normal. Sí. En una 570 me parece normal. Can you emulate games on it? Yeah, you can. Yeah, if it runs on Windows, it runs on the Steam Deck. That's what I like about it. But personally, I would probably do Windows for experimental purposes, because SteamOS maybe is lighter on the system. Who knows? But you can probably dual boot Windows and SteamOS, who knows. Can you give me an idea? Should I boot a budget PC now or wait for a Steam Deck? I mean, if you're going to get a Steam Deck anyways, and you can wait, just wait. It's a PC, so you can always have both, if you can afford it. Just make sure to be in a country that actually can get the Steam Deck reserved. For example, in my country it's impossible to buy it right now, because Steam doesn't ship it to my country. It's only for select countries. I live in Uruguay, which is a country in South America between Argentina and Brazil. So yeah, that kinda leaves me out of the reservations. So if you live in a country where it's available, yeah, I'll just do a reservation and wait for it. i5 9400F and 2060, it's fine. Yeah, it's completely fine. Thanks Steak Hito for that, man. Always helping people in the comment section. I appreciate you a lot. Hola, buenas, ¿ya murió alguna GPU? Todavía no, estamos en proceso de eso. Alright guys, I'm going to put it on very high now, on 900p. So we put it on very high. And we're going to lower those textures to high, you know, VRAM usage purposes. As you can see, we're floating because the textures didn't load yet. But I like that the game allows you to change stuff in real time. That's pretty useful. Okay, so this is very high on 900p, as you can probably notice from what I wrote. Yeah, we're good. Let's see once we get into more crowded environments. Collect the ship's flag from the stern. Alright, on my way. This feels like Valheim for some reason. Yeah, the movement kind of reminds me of that, but it's nothing like it. Valheim is kind of Minecraft compared to this. It's more Minecraft compared to this, yeah. This is more World of Warcraft than Valheim. Greetings from Algeria. You're the best PC performance tester in my opinion. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate that. How are you doing? Have you been to Brazil? Yeah, I've been to Rio de Janeiro. I liked it, but I usually like cold climates, so not a big fan of the sun, personally. So yeah, I've been to Brazil. It's very close to my country. We are basically neighbors with Brazil. But I don't like the heat, so not the best place for me to go. Nothing against Brazil, of course. All the love to Brazil. ¿Qué opinas del Space Remake? Estoy súper emocionado por eso. Tengo unas ganas de que salga, pero falta una banda. Somebody asked me in Spanish what I think about the Dead Space remake that's been announced. I'm super pumped. I'm a huge fan of Dead Space, so I'm happy that EA recognizes that it exists. How come you don't test the games on better cards anymore? What do you mean better cards? The 2060? That's the only one that's faster than the one I have at the moment. That's because the economy is kind of difficult at the moment, so I sold my other cards. I stayed with the ones that people can actually afford. And that's basically it. I had to do some sacrifices. I left the 2060 behind. Because, you know, you need money to survive and keep doing videos. So yeah, now I can afford the games if I don't get them from the publishers. So yeah, that's why I dropped the 2060. Economic reasons. But at least I can keep testing budget stuff. So that's what I wanted. To keep doing what I do. ¿Sacarán FX Super Resolution en este juego futuro? No sabría decirte. Preguntarle al developer. Somebody's asking me if this game is going to have Fidelity FX Super Resolution. I do not know. Ask Amazon. They are the developer. I'm just a person that got a code and is testing it. I'm just a player like you guys, but a player that likes doing videos and talking about performance. What temps do you consider dangerous for 580? 80, 85 is fine. 85, I would say, is too much. 80 max, I would say, personally. But you can do an underbolt. Let me show you that, guys. I have an underbolt already done. So underbolting, just like what voltage at what frequency, so I can do it in real time. So as you can see here, the voltage we can lower the voltage to, I think my 570 can do 975. Yeah, 975 I think it was. Let's put it on 973. So we lower from 1000 millivolts to 973 on the 570. Hopefully I don't crash the graphics card. But what I do with this is I lower the voltage while I say, hey, keep the same clocks. So we're at 72 degrees, and once I apply this change, I drop from 73 degrees to 71. I lost a couple, to 70. So I lost a few degrees there. So yeah, if you do an undervolt, well, 69 now, nice temperature, 69. So yeah, you can do that. As you can see, once you get stable numbers, you can just lower that voltage. I already knew what are the good numbers for the 570, so I lowered the voltage to a number I know is stable. But as you can see, I dropped to the mid-60s, so it's pretty easy to do on AMD cards. I have a tutorial on that, just look up undervolting Santiago and you'll find it. So yeah, as you can see, pretty easy once you get the hang of it, but you need to experiment quite a bit. So yeah, let me show you once more. I'm going to remove the undervolt, going back to stock settings, and as you can see, the temps start rising again to the upper 60s. So yeah.
That's nice. You found a fair amount of
Quest
records,
is
I'd
done.
say. I know you're probably can't leave. I know the corruption that remains is coming from the CK.
Alright, and as you can see on the highest settings, we're dropping into the 40s, so if you want better visuals, you can do it on very high. And if you want performance, do medium. Thank you for the answer and the demonstration. No problem, happy to help. That's what I'm here for. And hang on, I'm going to disable noise cancelling. I cannot hear my voice, and I'm speaking a little gibberish. Okay, whoa, I can now hear myself. Wonderful. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, sometimes I forget that I'm speaking, and if I don't hear my voice, I start mispronouncing stuff pretty badly, and I start talking gibberish. So yeah, now I should be able to hear myself properly. So yeah, my RX 570 is 1000 millivolts. Oh, okay. That's not bad, it's pretty close to what I have. It's only 30 millivolts more. Everybody cares about 69, but nobody cares about 96. No! Not 96! I mean, 96 is no fun. 96 means that you're not using protection, probably. That's why you're facing away. Always use protection, guys. Always. Don't be a fool. Wrap your tool. I don't know why I love saying that. If I have children one day, I'll say that to them every day, just to mess with them. They will love me. If I start doing that jokes pretty often, guys, I probably left someone pregnant. Hopefully not. I mean, you cannot left anybody pregnant if you don't have sex. So, oh no, I burned myself. Bro, game release today? No, there's a beta going on, a closed beta. I think it's for the people that pre-ordered the game. I got a code from Amazon, so thanks Amazon for providing a copy of the game. But the game releases on August 31st, so around a month and a week from now, so 30-something days from now it's going to be. ¿Tienes idea si saltan artifacts de Undervolt? Y mira, si el Undervolt no es estable, vas a tener artifacts probablemente. Eso significa que el Undervolt no es estable. What a thing to say. Well, yeah, I have brain diarrhea at times, which means that I cannot control what I say. Nah, I'm kidding. I like saying stupid stuff. I don't know, it makes me laugh. It's to have a good time with myself. So what I did there. So yeah, I say random stuff and I make myself laugh. They won't love you telling that joke. Well, they will love me once I pass away. They'll remember, oh, my dad was doing those jokes because he loved me and wanted me to laugh. And now he's gone. I imagine something like that. So that'll be the ultimate dad joke. When when the children get the joke after you pass away. That's how you know that it's a good dad joke. I heard sex. What did I miss? You missed nothing. Trust me. You missed nothing at all. Gracias por tanta sabiduría. De nada. Happy to give you guys some education. Let's go back to Douglas. It's too expensive. I might just spend money on watches and cars. Hell yeah. And on graphics cards. You need a lot of money for graphics cards. Do the graphics look good? They're decent. They're not, whoa, breathtaking, but they're good. It's pleasant to the eye. I'll leave it at that. It's not the best looking game, but it's an MMO, so I wasn't expecting photorealism. So yeah. I mean, considering it's an MMO, I think it's okay. Look, a peronista. Argentino, es un peronista, encontré un peronista. Soy de Uruguay. A ver si es algo raro. Nada en contra de los peronistas, por supuesto, pero me dio mucha gracia. Is this game any good? I was doing a joke in Spanish for people in Argentina. Apologies. I love you anyway. Well, I love you too, Jim76UH, and all of you guys watching. I know my humor is kind of weird, but I already accepted my fate. And I keep doing it. I mean, I cannot avoid it anymore. Este juego se ve mejor que el Ark. Bueno, el Ark está rotísimo, así que mientras el juego no esté roto ya es mejor que Ark, en mi opinión. Somebody was saying that it looks better than Ark. Well, Ark doesn't have an art style, really. Ark is more like, well, let's put all the bells and whistles without thinking about art styles. And Ark was pretty broken. I think it still is, so if the game is not broken, it's already better than Ark, in my opinion. Okay, let's go for 720p very quickly and we swap GPUs. It's been almost 40 minutes. So let's do 720. On very high, we keep it like this, it'll be fine. So 720p now. On the highest, and we swap to the 1050 Ti, which should be worse than this. What to do now? Open the map. Okay. Where to? Okay, it's a big map. Holy hell. I mean, the quest I've been doing just now was like this amount of space, and it was pretty large. So, holy hell, that's a large map. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, let's gain XP better. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm pretending. Talk to Heloise Saville. And where is she? Whoa, it's half a kilometer away. Oh no. Can I fast travel? I don't think so. Well, let's keep the character running on its own. That's so MMO. Running automatically. Waiting. This is the 4GB 570, yes, this is the 4GB 570. If you have the 8GB card, you can do very high textures, but the performance will be basically the same, so nothing to worry about. Although despite being on the highest settings, I'm seeing the shadows draw distance. But hey. Tal cual, qué gente, Dios mío, sí, tal cual, estoy boludeando nomás, no te lo tomes en serio. O sea... Yo cero política, no sé de lo que estoy hablando. Yo solo sé que eso tiene que ver con Argentina. Y hasta ahí llego. The best benchmark channel, well, thank you, I appreciate that. Is this GPU blow up test? Yeah, it is. But the temperatures are fine so far. This game works on 8GB of RAM? Probably not. For what I'm seeing here, this game uses a lot of system RAM, at least at this moment in time. So 8GB is probably going to be pretty bad. I mean, games that use more than 10, usually on 8GB are a stuttery mess. But we'll see. There's not a link to your Steam in the description. Oh yeah, there isn't. I'm going to paste it there. 1 second, guys. I'm going to paste my Steam link. Whoa, this part is dropping some frames. Probably because I'm being attacked by a wolf. That's pretty odd. Whatever. Yeah, I'm going to share with you guys my Steam link. Because some of you guys want to add me, so sure, why not? I put it in the chat. Whoa. And I'll put it in the description. So if you guys want to add me on Steam, I mostly play Payday 2, so yeah. Steam profile, boom. There you go. So I put a link in the description, guys, if you want to add me on Steam. Again, I play mostly Payday 2. So if you want to play Payday 2 with me, I'm usually running Death Wish or Overkill difficulties. But I'm not sure why when I look this way I get some drops in performance. That's pretty odd. Usually MMOs always have a place that there's many characters and it drops performance. But I mean, we're still over 50, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. So yeah. With 8 GB of RAM it will run, but use your hard drive or SSD for RAM and it will run... Oh yeah, of course. Hito is right, so when you run out of system RAM, Windows tries to compensate for the lack of system RAM using your storage, such as, well, in this case an SSD, but it's still not as fast as RAM, so yeah, no, not a good idea. So if you can have more than 8 GB, do it, because if your system is using your storage as system RAM to compensate, you're going to run into a lot of stutter, so just my advice. But as you can see, yeah, there's always a place in the MMOs where your CPU gets destroyed, like here. Those stutters are CPU related. So yeah, in this part I wouldn't care too much. It's certain areas where there's more activities going on that it drops performance. So yeah, this kind of makes sense. Then when you're doing quests, it doesn't really matter, since you're not doing quests fighting in these areas, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. Yeah, holy hell, those drops. So yeah. But usually hub worlds have that problem. Anyway. And lowering settings won't help. I mean, look at that GPU usage, it drops below 90%, so... Yeah, that's probably having to do with the game. I'm in a server that has a huge load in amount of people. I mean, don't take it the wrong way. But a lot of people are in this server. That was kind of the point of testing here. So expect to drop frames in these places with a lot of players. But you should be okay when doing quests, so I wouldn't worry. Anyway, let's do the 1050 Ti now. Oh, and a lot of people added me on Steam. Let's see, friends. Let's see how many people added me. 6. Okay, that was fast. Holy hell. Let's go. Let's go. And I'm going to put myself as invisible so I don't get more notifications for now. I'm going to read that later. So yeah, we shut it down. Es free? No, que yo sepa no. No, no es free. No guys, this is not a free game. So guys, we're swapping to the 570 now. To the 570, to the 1050 Ti. That was the RX 570. So we removed the card, we unplugged the 18 connector. Here's the 570. Did a good job. I was expecting worse, really, coming from an engine similar to CryEngine. Well, an engine that came from the CryEngine. I was expecting way worse numbers on a big world like that. Although the hub world is pretty demanding so far on the CPU especially. 650 Ti, that's the minimum driver supported GPU until August. Yeah, that's pretty low. But you can probably, it looks pretty scalable so far. As long as you lower the resolution a lot, it should be doable. Thanks for accepting, no worries. If you play Payday 2, we can play together. That's alright. Well, I'm going to drink some mate in the meantime. If you don't know mate, it's written like mate, but it's a national drink here in Uruguay. It's just some hot water with some plants, and that's about it. It's like drinking tea, but it never gets cold because hot water. Good stuff. So, oh man, I'm getting so many notifications. Holy hell, that was a bad idea. Okay, I'm going to put myself as invisible for now. I disconnected from friends. Too many notifications, guys. Thank you. Thanks for adding me. Let's get back into New World. Intel stock cooler. Yeah. i3 10100F. I need to have the garbage cooler. I mean, it's cheaper. So why not? Okay, 1050 Ti now is in. So we're going to start with probably 1080p very high, so it drops below 30 frames. Let's give that a shot. 1650 Super is faster than the 570. Yeah, in general it is, unless the game is very AMD favorable, which those are rare. And usually, if it's an Unreal Engine 4 game, as an example, usually the NVIDIA cards have a better time with those. And hang on, I gotta restart my capture card. I don't know why that's been happening today. Pretty odd. Yeah, then I do not get audio sometimes. That's fine. I don't mind. Okay, we're playing at how many? 720p, but why is it so blurry? What the heck? Okay. Okay, now it looks fine, never mind. And I'm going to keep it like this. Hopefully it doesn't explode. I mean, the 570 was fine, but I don't know, maybe it's an NVIDIA card thing. Please don't die, 1050 Ti. You're my source of subscribers, please. Please, 1050 Ti, don't die. I need you to keep buying graphics cards. Ah, nice. Okay, there we go. So we're on very high settings, guys, on 1080p on a 1050 Ti. So let's see how it goes. Let's continue. And you can see my handsome character here. Super handsome. Reminds me of my childhood. Yeah, I feel like a Viking. I wish in Assassin's Creed Valhalla I could dress myself like that. I would be so badass. Google Chrome to new world about RAM. Our battle will be legendary. That's hilarious, man. Chrome is saying to new world, finally a worthy opponent. Our battle will be legendary. And both have like 16 gigabytes of RAM usage. Okay, so 1050 Ti, so far I'm impressed with the numbers at the moment. I wasn't expecting 30 frames on the highest settings. That's pretty cool, not gonna lie. Yeah, people are going to probably sell GPUs for cheap once they see that they cannot sell them used for a big profit. As you can see, guys, when I'm in the main hub here, I'm dropping below 30. This also happened on the 570, not as often as here. So let's try high settings and let's see if that improves the GPU usage. So it has to load everything back up. So 1 second. We're on high at the moment. Yeah, still dropping below 30. Not sure why. But again, we're in a taxing area. So let's lower it to medium. Maybe medium helps out. And if it doesn't help, well, it's probably the game itself, I'm guessing. Yeah, even on medium we run the same. So probably has to do with this location, not the card itself. I mean, it's running the same on medium and on ultra. Let's see. But on the lowest settings it does improve. Oh, never mind. Only 7 FPS more on low. Huh, pretty odd. Yeah, probably has to do with the location. Santiago, is your PC water cooled? No, I don't use water cooling. Not a fan, personally. So yeah. I'm usually more of an air cooler type of guy. I'm so afraid of water getting into my components that I rather not have issues in the future. Will 30 FPS look better on 144Hz than on 60Hz? No, they should look the same. It all depends on frame pacing. So make sure to lock the frame rate to 30 with, I don't know, Radeon or statistics server, and you usually have good frame pacing. Then if you use VSync at the same time, plus you're using a controller, that usually feels like a console experience on PC. I probably will make a video about it. If you guys are interested, let me know how to have 30 console performance on PC. I mean 30 FPS.
Most likely.
That feels like console FPS, if that makes any sense. It's not super hard to do, but it can be a little bit variable, depending on the game. And as you can see, this is flickering. Beta issues, I guess. But these are shadows. So yeah. Not a fan. Ha 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 ha. I'm not a fan. I didn't even notice that. Literally pun. No pun intended. That's hilarious, man. I love you guys. You guys are awesome.
Let me again. I don't need to read it.
AIOs anyway turn into high-end air coolers after 2 years. Yeah, I mean, I'd rather have a big chunk of metal out of my computer with a low RPM fan than having water cooler. I mean, I'm not going to overclock anyway, so yeah, not a big issue for me to have air cooling. Air cooling is cool. Ha. Yeah, the dad jokes are strong on this one.
There now. Even in a strange land, one must get
I hope there's going to be access in the game. Yeah, I think that there is. I think I just grabbed one, by the way. Yeah, there it is. A hatchet. Yeah, there has to be access here.
Go and see them for yourself.
Yeah, there you are, hatchet. It's not the same, but it's kind of close. So there's probably access eventually. But as you can see in the hub area, not great. If you want to have more FPS in this area, go for low settings. But apparently you cannot get... hang on. Where do I have to go? Open the storage? Oh, okay. Open the trading post. Where's it? Trading post. There you are. Running FSR? No, not anymore. This game doesn't have it in real life. In real life, what the hell am I saying? This game doesn't have it. It doesn't have FSR. But as I was saying, this server has a lot of population. It's almost full. So that's why I'm probably dropping a lot of frames here. So to your Venus Big Sword. That was close. Hey Santiago, how much is 3070 Ti in your country right now? I'll check it out. 3070 Ti, huh? I don't know if they're in stock. Let's find out. Very quick, guys. 1 second. 3070 Ti. There's none. There's no stock of 3070 Ti. But a 3080 is $2,000. A 3080 in my country is around $2,000 at the moment. So yeah. No thanks, I'm good. I'll keep my 1050 Ti, thanks. As an owner of an aging CPU, I forever hate DX11. Well, DX12 will become the norm eventually, so...
How nice it is to
yeah.
see you again.
3070 Ti in Uruguay, maybe more than $1,000. Yeah, probably $1,500. So yeah, I'm not holding my breath. I'm waiting for the 10,000 series cards. There we probably have some on stock in the used market. Just kidding, of course. Okay, let's run around outside. Maybe we're lucky and we find something to fight. So let's get away from this city, since it's usually the worst case scenario. Because again, a lot of players, a lot of stuff going on. Usually it runs bad no matter what, so let's go. Okay, outside we seem to be okay. Yeah, seems to be fine. Probably not going to be 60 frames anytime soon on this GPU. I'm noticing that on nighttime it's still rendering shadows, which is good. Resin Pepperoni's GPU. Nah, we're fine. We're fine. We're good, mister. Although, can I camp in some of these places so it's daytime? The livestream quality will be downgraded if it's nighttime because, yeah, the compression when it's nighttime is pretty dreadful in games with a lot of foliage like this one. The 3090 here is at 1400, it's on sale. Yay! I'll take it. In my country it's probably 3 grand. The 3090, I mean. As long as I don't play this game, my 3090 will be fine. But I don't have any, so I cannot burn a 3090 if there is no 3090. That's the takeaway. Camping available. Where? There we go. In this edge here, I'm going to set up camp. Can I set camp here? Camping available. Okay. How? I love that when I stand right here, it says, hey, you can camp. Yeah, but I cannot camp in this rock. Disappointed. I wanted to camp in the middle of the rock, but I can't. Yeah. 30 FPS is honestly unplayable for me, especially with a 144Hz monitor. And that's fair. Completely fair. In my case, I don't mind really, because this is not super fast-paced. It's more of a... I feel like I'm just chilling. I don't feel like I'm playing a difficult game that requires all my attention. I can just press a button and the guy starts running forward. So yeah, it's like I can chill like this and let the guy run and hope for the best. Although here I'm not in one of those cities. Hang on, let me kill this monster. I'm not chilling anymore. I now need to kill these monsters, which are wolves actually, they're not monsters. But wolves are usually dog-sized, not wolf-sized. No, not lion-sized. My bad. This is the card I use. Good. I'm glad I can be helpful with that. The nighttime reflections on Mafia Definitive Edition are the best I have seen. Yeah, that game has beautiful reflections. Without a doubt. Hang on, gotta get out of the city again. Where are you from? I'm from Uruguay, a country between Argentina and Brazil. Can you do 1615 on Super? That's the card that is doing the live stream. So maybe if this video is popular, I do a 1650 plus 750 Ti plus 1030 thing. But as of right now, I'm doing only these 3. We'll see once the full game releases. The 1650 though will be like 5 to 10 frames behind the 1650 Super that I'm doing after this one. So you should have a good reference there, probably. I'm a call PETA. No, don't call them. They always show up anyway. They always show up when they're not called. "30 FPS is cool." I mean, considering the card we're using, I'm pretty impressed that it runs like this. I mean, it's not the best looking game by any stretch of the imagination, but for an MMO it looks fine. Okay, can I finally camp? Hang on, I want to level up. More storage, please. Thank you. Maybe this way? I need Chris Redfield here. I cannot destroy this boulder. Chris! Chris! I love those memes. The Chris Redfield boulder punching meme. That's the best one yet. Camping available. But how do I camp? I'm pressing the button. Maybe it's a beta problem, I don't know. Camping available. Yeah, but I cannot camp. Wait, what? I thought you were from Portugal. No, nowhere close to that. I'm like half a world away from Portugal. It would be easier to do YouTube if I was in Portugal, I think. I could probably afford more stuff. Yeah, exactly, MOB. Exactly. You also played Resident Evil Village, I see. Oh yeah, so far. Very high is fine. But let's try... And high. High should be the best balance. Oh, this is high. This is not very high. Okay, guys, if you want to play this at 30 frames, I would stay on high. It will drop below 30 sometimes, but that's MMO jank. Because it's going to drop in the main parts, as usual. MMOs have that problem. Places with a lot of characters on screen usually kill the CPU. Now we're doing low with high textures. So, low settings, high textures. Because we have enough video memory for that. And we get a good improvement. Still below 60, so yeah. Yeah, you're not getting 60s on this one. At 1080p at least. Yeah, Chris will continue the Redfield bloodline. Hopefully, yeah. He has too many muscles. That's the problem. He cannot get the deed done with that many muscles. They get in the way, a friend told me. I also thought you're from Portugal. Why? Why? Why did you guys think that? Genuinely curious, I don't know why. Why do I look like from Portugal? I mean, my grandparents are from Spain. They came in a boat to my country. But in like 90 years ago. But that's about it. I'm Spanish bloodline. I'm from the Spanish Inquisition bloodline. You never expect it. Not to brag, I played Resident Evil since 2001. Village is so good it made me reread all the lore. Well, good to know, man. Glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, I had fun with it as well. I haven't been playing it from 2001. I was more like a 2010 kid that was playing it. So yeah. And as you can see, if you play on low, you're going to have better frame rates in the hub area. You can still drop below 30, but you're not getting 60s. That's kind of my point. So let's go for 900p. 900p. Hello from Turkey. Hello from Uruguay, mister. How are you doing? Good seeing you. So let's start with 900p low. Let's see if we can get those juicy 60 frames. And as you can see, there's a nice temperature on the GPU. Perfect to accompany 60 frames per second. But as you can see, yeah, in the hub area, it drops below 50 pretty easily. Kind of makes sense. Again, worst case scenario type of thing. Let's get the character to run outside of the hub area. In the meantime, I imagine there are bigger cities in this game, but you gotta start somewhere. Thanks, Redline Gaming. I enjoy your company as well, mister. So as you can see, 900p low settings. We're over 50 mostly outside of the hub area. And it still looks good. We still have shadows, we still have certain... Yeah, the draw distance is still acceptable in my opinion. Although on daytime we probably are going to notice the shadow draw distance being pretty poor. So yeah. To be honest, I could play with high texture and rest on low. Looks decent. Yeah, at least on nighttime is looking decent. I'm trying to swap to daytime, but I'm unable to. I'm not sure if that's a thing with location I'm at or something. If I could just change for daytime, that would be cool. ¿Cómo andas, Santiago? ¿Vas a probar la 1650 Super después de esta? Sí, por supuesto. Va a ser bastante simple, creo yo. Yeah, for the people asking in Spanish and English, after this one we're doing 1650 Super, yeah. Oh, camping is not unlocked yet. Okay, that's why. Now I see. So I'm probably going to restart the game, maybe. Respawn. Yeah, sure. Let's respawn. I don't want to run all the way back. Why can't I respawn there? Whatever. So as I was saying, 900p low, probably the best way to get over 50 if you want more FPS. Although again, hub world going to drop below 50. No big problem, at least in my opinion. So yeah. We're going for medium now. Let's see how it changes. So medium settings. Okay. We lose like 10 frames. 10 frames. On high we lose, instead of 46 we get 40. We lose 5 frames. Around 5 frames. On very high we get... Okay, still 40s. So, okay, 900p. If you want 50s, use low, and if you want over 30, use a very high with high textures, and you should be good to go. Even in this part. We seem to be getting over 30. Or maybe I spoke too soon. No, it's fine. Yeah, it stutters, but seems to be okay. So let's continue doing quests. Let's see if we stay over 30 outside of the hub area. Yeah, single fan 1050 Ti, yeah. It's pretty noisy. Okay, what do I need to do now? Complete quests to help the settlement before seeking the old man. Oh, come on. I need green wood now. Alright, hang on. Going to open the inventory. Let's use... I need to destroy boulders, so since I don't have a Chris Redfield nearby, I need to equip a pick. Oh, there it was. I feel like I'm playing Minecraft. Okay, so time for doing the Minecraft. Which means using the pickaxe on stone. I like Santi and I like Code Red. Tiago, is the 3070 Ti better than the 6700 XT? I'm not sure. I haven't seen any reviews lately, so I'm uninformed. But I think they are pretty close, right? I really don't remember. I mean, I'm so uninterested in that tier of GPUs. They are so expensive. I've been avoiding those reviews because I have nothing to watch on those reviews. I mean, yeah, interesting, but nobody can buy them. So why compare prices and performance if there's no stock? It's kind of sad, but it is what it is. Holy hell, that's a lot of them. Oh no. I have to remember my skills. Oh yeah, I'm so dead. I was not prepared for that. Help! Yeah, I died. 50 years, joking redline. Oh no. ¿Es gratis? No, no es gratis. Pero sale el mes que viene. Have you heard that the game's killing 3090s? Yeah, I have a link in the description. I already discussed that when the live stream started. At the beginning I thought it was only affecting one 3090. And I said, hey, people don't know what they're talking about. But then I saw multiple people complaining about it, so I got a little concerned. But then I saw that it was some specific 3090 models, so I didn't worry about it. I just tried to burn my GPUs, but that's not happening. At least not right now. We're good. So I'm Chris Redfilling this boulder. Although not with my hands. I'm not that manly. Claro, si no hay stock para comparar. Claro. Yeah, guys, I was saying I'm not watching reviews from the new cards because why compare pricing if the pricing is all over the place? There's nothing to compare. It doesn't make any sense because pricing is not consistent. So for the future it will be fine to have those reviews done, but as of right now they're pretty useless. I mean, nothing against reviewers, of course. But Yeah, we don't need them right now. Okay, I can finally chop down some trees. Can I actually chop down any tree? Logging skill. I don't have any. Nowadays, all games are turning into RPG or Soul types games. Yeah, what's your opinion? Well, yeah, that kind of sucks. Because I'm not a fan of RPGs. Not a huge fan. I mean, some RPGs I like. But I hate when they turn everything into the same thing. So, nothing against RPGs, but they are doing that because they're trying to hook people into the game as much as possible. So if you have a character that you're leveling up constantly to get new things, and those things usually are in long term, you're just trying to get your players sticking to your game as much as possible. So I kind of understand why they're doing it. But I wish there were more options. I'll just leave it at that. I mean, I don't hate RPGs, but I hate that everyone is trying to do the same thing. Because that's what gives them the most money. I mean, remember a couple years ago that everything was Battle Royale because of PUBG and Fortnite? Do you even remember PUBG? PUBG started the whole thing. It exploded on Steam, then Fortnite released, it was free. PUBG wasn't, and it was broken. And then every game tried to be a Battle Royale. And now every game is trying to be an RPG, basically. So, I understand. I'm just waiting for the next thing to show up, the next trend. But man, I want some Splinter Cell in my life. I miss that. I mean, every Ubisoft game now is becoming the same game in a different camera perspective. I mean, every game is now Far Cry 3 with a different camera view. You can see that in Ghost Recon. It's basically Far Cry in third person. With some extra stuff, but yeah, basically Far Cry in third person. PUBG was also famous for frying GPUs, that's hilarious. And it was also Unreal Engine 4, but this is not. Have you ever tried playing Sekiro after testing it? Yeah, I played like 10 hours of Sekiro and well, it destroyed my ass, so I couldn't, I had to get good, but I couldn't. I left a review on Steam on Sekiro. I'm going to read it out loud for you after I try 720. Okay, we got some stones. In the meantime, let's do 720p. As you can see, on low settings you can be at basically 50 to 60 frames on 900p outside of the hub area. So let's go now for 720. First on the highest, then we go for 60 frames. So as you can see, 720p, highest settings, but high textures. And yeah, 720. And as you can see, yeah, if you go for the highest, you get over 30 frames per second. Kinda makes sense, if you ask me. So, where to now? Complete quest, yeah, I already did that. Craft timber at the wood shop, craft stone block at the stone cutting table, craft coarse leather at the tannery. Gotcha. So more hub world stuff. And now it's daytime. Man, the game looks so much better in daytime. Yeah. In my opinion, of course. Yeah, on daytime is so colorful. Where did you get it? My shirt? I don't know. I think somebody bought it when they went abroad. I think they bought it like in Venezuela or Colombia. I don't remember. Let me think a little. Maybe when we are in full picture you can see the shirt and look it up on Google Images, but I have no idea. I think it was from H&M. H&M, yeah, I think it was from there. If I'm not mistaken. I'm just going to very quickly show. Here's the shirt. So if you take a screenshot, it should show up in Google Images. It's only in the front, so it's just a little bit fancy for me. But I liked it. I like the color. So there you go. Hope you find the shirt, if you like it. 1050 Ti should power this game somehow. 1080p no problem. It can. Although it's dropping below 30 pretty often. But I already did 1080p, so don't worry. You can do 1080p just fine. I would use medium to high settings though on 1080p. It's pretty taxing on the GPU. In that case. Okay, we craft this. We're great at this. Boom. What now? Whoa. Oh, more leather. Let's do... yeah, do 3 more, please. Tremenda la remera. Sí, me gustó y bueno. Ahí está. Bastante contraste tiene. Yeah, I like the contrast in the shirt. Yeah, that's why I use it. I like contrast in shirts. Can I know what is your real PC? It's all in the description. Everything that I have is listed in the description, guys. If you want to buy anything that I own there on Amazon, I have affiliate links, so you can know everything that I have there. So yeah, go textures high and the rest on medium to low. SMAA off maybe. Does this game have SMAA? I think it's TAA. Yeah. Definitely TAA. It looks very soft. Let's leave it at that. Pretty soft. So... okay, what now? Craft timber at the wood shop. Where's the wood shop? There you are. Fachera la remera, sabelo. I like your channel, by the way. Well, thanks. That's appreciated. Good to know some people enjoy what I do, since I also enjoy it. Okay, good. Hammer away. Okay, let's talk to that lady again. And hopefully I can go to the old man in the river. Gracias, Juan Guerrero. Sí, ya sé, pero era lo que me interesaba, a ver si se quemaba alguna gráfica. Hubiera sido un buen stream. Some people are warning me about the GPU melting nature of the game, and don't worry, guys. If the GPU burned live, it will be amazing for me, because when does that happen? When you're streaming and your GPU dies? That would be a great stream in my book. I will be famous. The guy that lost the GPU while gaming. While streaming. That would be amazing. I will be famous. Okay, what now? Alligator. Oh man, I have to keep doing quests. Well, that's kind of the point, I guess. Yeah, I'm not into MMOs. That's kind of why I complain. I want to get to the old man right away. Bad idea. I heard people saying the game does mining. Well, maybe. Who knows? No way to prove it, no way to test it. So yeah. I'm speaking Spanish and English at the same time. Sorry, guys. I don't know why. Probably because Spanish is my native language. Alright. I'm very quickly going to do... hang on. Medium settings, let's see if that's 60 frames at 720. So medium settings now. Okay, nowhere close to 60, we're in the 40s. Never mind, we're into the 50s now. And on low we get... that should be 60s. Yeah. So guys, if you want 60 frames on this game, or close to 60 frames, consider low at 720p or low on 900p, and that should be good to go. So yeah. There you go. But as you can see, yeah, this is daytime foliage all over the screen. There's a lot of stuff, and it's an MMO, so usually places close to the hub area are demanding. But yeah, if you want a higher resolution, do 900p. You can get 50s instead of 60s. So if you don't mind that, consider 900p. Medium seems to be... the big difference in performance seems to be between medium and low. If you go below over medium, it's usually running the same. Maybe 5 frames less the higher you go. Se va a quemar tu tarjeta. Y bueno, no sería la primera vez. Amazon needs to mine. I mean, it's money. If it's money, somebody will use it and exploit it. So it kind of makes sense. Companies are here to make money, guys. Okay, so 1050 Ti did pretty well. Better than I anticipated, really. So it's time to do the 1650 Super, which is usually fine. So yeah, let's swap GPUs. On which store have you purchased Red Dead 2? On the Epic Games Store, because I played the game on day one. So I had no choice. If I wanted to test it live on day one, I needed the Epic Games Store version. It was kinda the only option at the time. 1650 Super, let's go. Let's go. I'm surprised low has that much foliage at all. Yeah, agreed. I'm pretty impressed as well with that fact. So much foliage and it's low settings. I'm used to the idea that low settings is like the N64 option. That the grass becomes either flat or is not there at all. So good to see that they still maintain the foliage. The foliage still looks pretty good on low, and the draw distance as well. The thing that kinda sucks on low is the shadow draw distance, but still better than in most games I played. So yeah, looking good for an MMO. Again, considering it's an MMO, I am impressed with how it runs. I was expecting a lot worse in the hub areas. Maybe there's a bigger hub area that runs worse, but hey. Imagine a company at $1 trillion value using a game to mine. It could be, you never know. ¿Sos de Argentina? No, pero soy de Uruguay. Anduviste cerca. Sí, sabelo, Martín, el mate nunca falta. Mate. I'm drinking mate, that's a national drink. It's like drinking tea. Are you not afraid that the PC slot for the GPU bends? You haven't screwed it. No, it's a pretty light GPU. As you can see there, it barely moves, but I have a screw in the bottom slot, and that screw just keeps the GPU there. So yeah, I think I can show you pretty easily. Oh! Yeah, it's hard to see, but there's a screw right down there. I'm going to pull out my phone and show you so you guys understand what I'm talking about. There's a screw right there below the graphics card. Right here. So yeah. Whoa. You saw me so close. So yeah, there's a screw holding the metal part behind the graphics card. So no problems. I'm googling mate and I will try to prepare some. Okay, if you want to try the same one that I'm drinking, link in the description. At the bottom, there's a link for the yerba mate I'm using. So yeah. Sí, soy de Uruguay, Matías, soy de Uruguay. No, Federal Spy, that's not mate. That's something else. Don't be fooled. Mate doesn't have any psychedelic properties, as far as I know. Okay, so we are now inside the game once more. Here we are. And we got 1080p on very high settings, but high textures because 4 gigs of VRAM, that's a big limitation. And what else? Oh, I have to restart my capture card. I hate that. Why capture card? Why? Okay, I have audio once more. Good to know. All right. So 1650 Super, as you can clearly see there. And let's get into the game, shall we? With my handsome character. Alright, perfect. Oh, and the status, we are at 1080p, very high, plus high textures. Very high, sorry. Duh. There we go. ¿Estudias traducción o algo así? ¿Hablas muy bien inglés? No, no estudié eso. Di el first certificate y me quedé ahí, pero seguí por mi cuenta. Gracias, Calcito. Se agradece. So, where to? I'll go here to the Monarch's Bluffs. Since there's a lot of foliage, and then we can go into the hub area. Okay. 1650 Super. Let's see how that goes. Opinions on X Defiant. Oh, the Ubisoft free-to-play shooter. I haven't seen anything about it, so I don't know. But it looks, I mean, the little I saw about it looks pretty interesting. It feels like a hero shooter. It looks like Call of Duty actually, which was kind of odd from Ubisoft. What weirds me out from that game is that it has a Tom Clancy name attached to it. I mean, what the hell? What were they thinking? So yeah, I don't know. I mean, the game looks cool and all, I like that it's free, but at the same time, it kinda worries me that it has the Tom Clancy label. Es verdad que este juego destroza gráficas y algunas sí, parece que algunas 3090. Hay un link en la descripción, parece video de Jace 2 cents. So guys, I was saying in Spanish, again, if you want to check out a 3090 being tested, if it burns out while playing this game, there's a link to a Jace 2 cents video in the description that he tests out, I think, two 3090s. It seems to affect very specific models of very specific cards, so make sure to check that out if you want to know more. Okay, we're going... yeah, let's go this way. You forgot to change GPU name on the left. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. It would have been very confusing. Thank you, man. You saved me. And as you can see, I'm very high. This runs significantly better than the 1050 Ti and the 570. I mean, I'm very high, we're on the 50s. So, yeah, runs pretty well. So, to the person that asked about the 1660 Ti, yeah, you should be over 60 BB. You should be over 60 all the time on that card. EVGA cards in particular blow up like crazy. Sorry to know that. But at least EVGA is swapping them around, so good. Hi, is this Amazon's game? Yeah, it is. It is Amazon's game. Exactly. All new high-end cards are affected, and the 590 as well? Huh, that's pretty odd. Haven't heard about that. Well, at least this one is doing okay at the moment. Hopefully that doesn't change. I love that there's random camping spots, random bonfires in the middle of the road, and there's a town like 100 meters away. That's hilarious. You said it first. Sí, Martín, perdón. Es que no estoy leyendo todos los mensajes. Muchas gracias igual. A todos. And as you can see, when I get to the hub area, I drop into the 40s. Sorry, the 30s. No huge issue, in my opinion. But it's there. And the VRAM usage is pretty high as well. So let's see what happens if we drop to high. High settings. Instead of 45, we get 64. Sorry, instead of 60, we get 60. Oh, we get a nice frame rate. Look at that. A very nice frame rate. I know, I used that joke like 5 times already. So yeah, we got 68-9 FPS on high. Let's keep it on high for now. Let's see how it holds up. So, high settings. Yeah, that's probably going to be the way to go. Just keep it on high. Although again, in these areas with more players running around, it's going to drop like this. There's a lot of stuff going on. Hay server en Sudamérica, no me fijé. Ah, no eras vos, Martín, perdón. Lo leí mal, Martín. Era alguien que lo dijo en inglés. Justo tenía el mismo color que vos. Disculpa, Martín. ¿Hay server en Sudamérica? No tengo idea, vos sabés. Me tendré que fijar. Let me check out the server. Yeah, there is a server in South America. Parece que hay un servidor en Brasil. Estoy en ese servidor. To the people asking in... Well, if they ask in Spanish, I already answered the question, but... They ask if there are servers in South America. Apparently, yes. I think I'm in the Brazilian server. Because I run into a lot of Argentinian names. So, yeah. High seems to be... Yeah, high seems to be good enough, I would say. Some drops here into the 40s when getting into the hub area. But after that, in the places with tons of foliage, it appears to be okay. So probably high is the way to go. Yeah, it is. Yeah, also the GPU usage drops sometimes, so... Yeah, it shouldn't be an issue. Runs pretty well on this one. High, I see no difference, but higher FPS. Well, good. That means that they did a good job with the with the options menu. Yeah, again, I love this thing that I can put a camp in the middle of a road 200 meters away from a city. I mean, why not? That's hilarious. Let's go kill those alligators. Sorry, Peter. Where are they though? Where do I need to go? Oh, there you go. How do I hunt that down? Where's the marker? Yeah, I'm pretty lost here. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm just seeing the marker I placed myself. Hey, Sahin Hadef. Vamos, mi 1050, tenés que aguantarme como... Qué gracioso. Y sí, va a aguantar, vas a ver. AORUS 570 or 1650 Super, what's better? The 1650 Super is faster. Without a doubt, especially in Unreal Engine 4 games. Well, the 570 GB version is still slower than the 1650 Super, but in games that use a lot of video memory, you can use better textures on the 570. But my point still stands. If you have a 570 there, the 8GB version is going to run the same, just you can use better textures. So for now, that doesn't mean it's better. It just has advantages in certain areas where the 1650 Super doesn't. Where are you from? I'm from Uruguay, mister. A country between Argentina and Brazil. South America, to be more specific. Death Store deserves a stream. I don't know what that is. Let's find out. What is it? I don't know what it is, really. Yeah, probably not. We'll see next time. I have many PS3 games to test on the emulator. Okay. You have more campfires? That's hilarious, man. All the campfires. Traitor's Hold. I love that I'm a level... How many levels I am? I think I'm level 5 or something. Ah, whatever. Doesn't matter. But I'm not supposed to be in this location. I'm just running around to see the performance. I mean, I'm not touching anything. I'm just auto-running forward. And it seems to be fine. Although as many of you guys are saying, yeah, the RAM usage in this game is absolutely insane. It's like 11 gigabytes. That's kind of crazy. But I mean, look at that map. I'm running right here. I just went out of this place. Look at that map. Holy hell, that's a huge map. And it looks to be pretty detailed. So... But at the same time, I don't know. 11 GB of RAM seems a little excessive. I already tested the 1050 Ti? Yeah, I did. Ran pretty well, considering it's a 1050 Ti. What CPU are you using? Does it seem CPU limited? Yeah, it seems to be using one core at 100% when you get to those hub areas, those cities. I'm using an i3 10100F, which is 4 cores, 8 threads. It's like a 7th gen i7, basically. So if you're using a 4-core 4-thread CPU, it's probably going to be maxed out, but you should still be able to play the game. Just expect more stutter, especially in the city areas. I would aim for less than 60 on a 4-core 4-thread part, but yeah. So far, it's using like half my CPU, so a 4-core CPU without hyper-threading should still be doable. But again, cities will stutter. Feels you're getting bored? No, I'm about to leave. I'm kinda sad that I have to leave. I'm not bored, I'm just talking, so I'm not playing actually, I'm just talking and moving the camera. And I'm not attacking anyone, I'm just running, so yeah, I'm pretty bored now. But I finished what I was going to test, so I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. So far, no burned GPUs. I've been playing for over an hour. And I haven't seen any burning. No smells, no weird smells coming up from my GPU other than my bodily fluids. No, I'm kidding. Other than, I don't know, PC hardware smells. So yeah, nothing special happened. I mean, I don't have a 3090, so maybe it only affects high-end stuff. Have you ever used MV Clean install? Yeah, but I stopped using it. I'd rather use everything as stock settings. So I keep everything like that. What I'm noticing though, those characters that are running, the shadow distance of the characters is pretty low. But that's not game breaking for me, I would say. I mean, look at those character shadows. When they run away, boop, they disappear, those shadows. So yeah, kind of makes sense, considering there can be a lot of players on screen at the same time. So yeah, personally not into MMOs, but yeah, it ran better than I anticipated. Considering the amount of detail on the hub areas, I was expecting a lot worse. So again, thanks to Amazon Games for providing a copy of the closed beta. Thank you so much. It wouldn't have been possible to make this live stream. Also, thanks to you guys for watching. Oh, the Sekiro review. Yeah, I do that. And I'll see you next time. Before leaving, I'm going to show you one of my reviews, the Sekiro review. Here you go, Sekiro. Because I made a review when I stopped playing the game. It was too much for me. Let's just leave it at that. My review was... Get good. I didn't. That's basically my review. So yeah. And I played like 10 hours, so it's not enough time. Some people told me that only 10 hours, practice more. Get good. And I'm not. I don't have enough time. I'm an adult. I have responsibilities to attend to. I wish I could just play Sekiro all day, but I can't. I'm not good enough. But maybe I start playing again. I have a new controller. I have the Xbox Series controller. And it's pretty solid so far. So maybe I play with that. I don't want to break it. That's the problem. No, I'm not one of those rage thing controllers. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to have more than 8 GB of RAM if you want to play this game. It's releasing in about a month, I'd say. A month, and let me check. New World. Yeah, it's releasing on August 31st. And I don't know the price in the US. Oh, yeah, I don't know the price, but add it to the wish list if you're interested. It's coming in around a month. I played the beta. Don't expect huge changes from the beta to the full game. It's only a month away. So yeah, see you guys next time. Bye guys, love you all. Have a nice weekend. Thank you. See you next time.